Hi, my name's Tim Johnson, and in this video I'm going to share with you 5 very quick ways to beat and crush those cravings you get, particularly in early sobriety, but can happen throughout your sobriety. Getting sober, as you know, is extremely stressful, and the reason sometimes we can link this to sugar, because we crave sugar in the same way sometimes, and that's because when we're stressed, when our body is stressed, going through stress, our cortisol levels raise. And when cortisol raises, serotonin and dopamine levels dip and are almost non-existent. And in early sobriety, those levels are low anyway because of the damage that you've done to your brain. Consequently, you're seeking reward all the time. Your brain seeks reward and it craves for those things that were making it comfortable before, which in the case of sort of these videos is obviously alcohol or opiates or whatever your drug of choice was. But as I say, we can link this to sugar as well, because it's the same reward system in place here. When you're stressed, you crave sugar. It's the same thing going on in your body. So these 5 quick ways I'll share with you can beat those cravings instantly. It's not a miracle panacea, if you like, but it will help immeasurably. Because of the link to sugar, the first, number 1, is about diet, really, more than anything else, and making sure that you're eating the 3 things really, essentially, and those 3 things are good quality fat, lean protein, again good quality, and plenty of fiber. Because what this means, it will keep those levels low in your body. They will raise serotonin and dopamine, and it will lower the cortisol levels in your body, this diet. So what I mean by healthy fats, and again this will really help you with sugar cravings because it will make them non-existent, is healthy fats such as seeds and nuts and all that sort of stuff, making sure you're getting plenty of them in your diet. Lean protein, good quality fish, good quality meat, grass-fed if possible, and plenty of fiber. Chia seeds in particular, excellent, things like that. This will keep your balance and your hormones balanced and will stop the blood sugar dipping, which will lead to cravings. And again, linked to, these cravings will take the form because your brain will trick itself. It may well be craving sugar, but you automatically think you're craving alcohol and the drugs, when in fact, your brain's tricking you. Number 2, what I call burst training. You're not going to feel like doing this straight after withdrawal, but when you get more into your recovery, burst training, there's 2 things you can do here. And what burst training is, it sounds worse than it is, but it's exercising so you're out of breath for 30 to 60 seconds and then having a 2-minute like double time break, so 2-minute break, catch your breath, do the same again, do it 4 or 5 times. This gives you a really good endorphin release into your brain and will combat cravings. It will raise the levels again of serotonin and dopamine in your brain. You can also link this to yoga and meditation. Now, don't switch off at this point. I'm not talking about per se yoga and meditation. I'm talking about whatever your own yoga and meditation is. Because again, the aim here about beating cravings is to lower cortisol levels. So your own yoga meditation may be walking the dog. It may be, it may be jogging. It may be that sort of thing. It may be doing some light stretching. It may be just sitting and listening to music. But whatever that yoga meditation is, it will lower those levels and raise your levels of serotonin and dopamine, which is your aim in this case, which will beat those cravings and crush them down immediately. Number 3, I call this lemonade. Now, drinking lemon juice is well documented as being a very, very healthy thing to do. So, freshly squeezed lemon juice and drinking it mixed with ice cold water, not only will it burn calories, which is really good. You can actually burn an extra 300 or 400 calories throughout the day by drinking this space through the day. Ice cold water with lemon juice in it. But it will also take away those sugar cravings, which again can trick your brain into thinking you're craving alcohol and drugs. So lemonade, drink it and mix some chia seeds in with it if you can. because again, that will really help your digestion, and those digestive enzymes will help those brain chemicals in as well develop and increase, the good ones I'm talking about. Number 4 is an accountability partner. It's a great motivation, either to have an accountability partner or be involved in a group that you're accountable to, whatever that group may be, as I mentioned AA in the past, or groups online. But having an accountability partner is even better, someone at hand, someone who you spend time with. You can set each other goals, and you'll be amazed how that will affect you, particularly in early recovery. It'll affect your mood. It will take your mind off any cravings, because you're accountable to someone, you're achieving things. Again, achieving things releases those feel-good hormones in your brain. Without you realizing it, all of a sudden your mood will elevate because you're actually accountable and you're actually achieving things. So try that one. And also, quick one aside to this one, hugging someone. If someone you love close to you, or even if, even not a good friend, a hug has been proven. A good hug that takes sort of 10-15 seconds has been proven to increase oxytocin levels in your brain, and oxytocin will help you handle stress better. It will reduce cortisol. So, a hug, 3 or 4 times a day, they reckon you should do it. And that's not a joke, that's absolutely true. Finally, number 5, 2 very important things, relaxing and sleep. If you don't sleep, one night interrupted sleep, and it's really difficult in early recovery, and I know that because your sleep patterns are all disrupted and interrupted, and it was a long time before I got a good night's sleep. But it makes a massive, even if you're getting good quality hour or 2 hours, makes a hell of a difference. It lowers those stress levels, it raises those dopamine and serotonin levels, it beats those cravings. So at the end of the day, when you're feeling cravings or you're feeling, frazzled and stressed, don't mix that up, as I say, because people mix that feeling up with craving. Sometimes it's just about lowering your stress levels and taking a breath, getting in a hot bath, a lovely hot bath with some nice music playing. Look after yourself, pamper yourself, a bit of self-love, relax, and try and get, a good night's sleep. Nothing in your room that's going to, like, electronic, dark, so make sure your curtains are closed and it's nice and dark in there. It's cool, about 17 degrees is optimum apparently. And just relax and read and try and drift off. And sometimes it's difficult, but just a good couple of hours, and that will increase as you get sleep hygiene in and you start getting used to a nightly routine. Bath and relax. And again, it will help those, any cravings, it will disappear magically. Because again, as I say, I'll reiterate one more time, 9 times out of 10, these cravings are all about stress. And this is why that we stuff ourselves with sugar in early recovery sometimes, because your brain is craving reward, low serotonin, low dopamine. So you're stuffing sugar and putting on weight, when you can handle things so much better by just following these 5 tips. And they will help. You're still going to get the odd craving, what you think is a craving, and there are other ways of handling that. And you'll find those in my other videos there's 150 on this channel, which will help you in every aspect of your recovery, including safe withdrawal from alcohol and opiates. So please subscribe and like these videos and share them if you think they'll help anyone else, and it'll help more people see them. So until next time, Carpe Diem, seize the day. Thank you for listening.